The Pakistan Army announced that it had had major successes in breaking the back of the terrorist infrastructure, as you called it, and yet there's been this spike of violence recently. Do you still believe that you have got the upper hand militarily?
Definitely, I believe that Pakistan military has an upper hand. You know, the operation started in June 2014, and if you see the progress of how we dislodged them from their sanctuaries, from their bases, from where they were carrying out things without any hindrance, all that has gone. Their sanctuaries have been destroyed, and they do not have a base to fall back to within Pakistan. So, and we've also seen how the rate of terrorist incidents declined all this 1.5 years, and how it brought dividends to the entire nation, and they did carry out these incidents, but we are on it, and these are, if you compare them with the decline in the terrorist incidents, these few incidents do not dent our resolve, so we are continuing.
But if you're driving the Pakistan Taliban out into Afghanistan, surely you're just displacing the problem.
Well, I think we should not shy away. Some terrorists have been displaced into Afghanistan. Now that we have identified their location, their base, there is another way of handling that issue, and this is through the government of Afghanistan. And we are very confident that they will take actions against them. They will either eliminate them or hand them over to Pakistan.
To what degree do you blame Western governments and past Pakistan governments for creating a Frankenstein monster who has now turned on you?
Well, I think everyone in the world knows the history. This monster was created by everyone together. We are fighting it, and we expect the whole world to stand by us.
Do you believe that civil liberties in this country are being eroded in your hunt for the Taliban?
Well, I would say that National Action Plan is a very big plan. It was conceived with the consensus of all political parties, which means this was voice of the people of Pakistan. People just want terrorism to end in Pakistan. Now this death penalty, we've seen that it has brought dividends, because it is only the hardcore terrorists who are being presented before these military courts, and their cases are being run.
But with respect, sir, most of the people who are being hanged aren't, convicted of terrorism.
No, but all the cases that have gone through military courts are only cases related to terrorism. If you relate it to other civil liberties, I think we are living in a healthy society, an evolving society, and there is a state which is taking care of all those things.
So you don't accept that the army operations and the National Action Plan, targeting the Taliban in particular, has eroded civil liberties in this country?
Well, let me ask the same question to you. You know, what is your government doing in UK? You're going after terrorists, and you're making sure that your people are safer. They can continue with the routine life. Do you ask your state that why are they going after terrorists? I mean, you have to go after a monster. So what do? And I think state of Pakistan is taking care that this does not impinge on the civil liberties of people as much as it is possible.
The day after the Charsada attack, you paraded 4 suspects in manacles and declared them to be terrorists. Do you believe it is fair to do so without actually putting them through the due process? You must have had very strong evidence to be able to say this.
Actually, they were presented before the media and the people of Pakistan after having verified that they were terrorists. All of them had confessed that they had done such and such thing. It was only then that they were presented.
In the perception of the West, Pakistan is actually perceived as a nexus of terrorism. And yet you're going after the Pakistan Taliban at great personal cost. Hundreds of your soldiers have been killed in recent months. Yet there are other militant groups seemingly operating freely in this country.
Well, I think I'll come very straight on that. If that is the perception in the West, this is highly unfair with the people of Pakistan, because I think we have sacrificed the most, and we have done it in the most befitting manner. There is an acknowledgement here. There is also an acknowledgement when we go abroad and when we meet people. and also all the visitors who come to Pakistan, they acknowledge our successes. The world needs to study our model and learn a lot. But when you say that, Pakistan as a nexus of terrorism, this is absolutely unjustified, absolutely unfair with us, and we don't take it at all. We take it with a pinch of salt. As far as, some organizations still present here, I would say a strategic direction has been taken to eliminate terrorism without any discrimination.